Hey, this is Joe Price. I just wanted to create a quick video to show some of the potential of using Chat GPT 4 to extract text from images of obituaries. I'm going to do this in the context of a project we did with Skagit, Washington, where we had taken pictures of an obituary collection they had, and we were trying to use the OCR tools at the time, and it wasn't working very well. So I just wanted to show you what happens when we use Chat GPT 4 to do the same task. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. So here I am in ChatGPT 4, and over here I have the image of the obituary. So all I'm going to do, and this is, I haven't done this before, so I'm just going to, or this particular image, let me just load it in. So I'm just going to load that in, and I'm just going to say, this is a picture of an obituary. I would like you to extract the text from this image. Okay, so that's just a prompt, and we could try different prompts and see how it affects it. But notice here, it's giving me an extracted text from the obituary. And so you can see, just like looking over this looks like it's doing a pretty good job. You can see that in contrast, the OCR work we did earlier, which had typos all over the place and lots of, kind of broken text, this seems to be extracting it really well. So it looks like we have, really nice thing. And the cool thing is then we could copy and paste this into a text file. We can also do the same task using the ChatGPT 4 API so that we could run a whole bunch of images through. So let's just take a look to see how well it did. So all I'm going to do is here we have the text. I'm just going to open up the image so we can look at them side by side. As you can see here, Lynn Evelyn Claire Burr, you can see here at age 87, went to be with our Lord, July 24th, 2010. So even just right there, we have actually all the things we need to do to label this and make this a searchable record. And you can see here on July 16th, 1942, she was married to Charles Chuck Burr. So that's looking pretty good. I'm just kind of looking for some of like the key things. So Randy, it talks about Randy and Ron, her sons. Lynn gave birth to twin boys, Randy and Ron, on September 28th, 1949. 18 months later, Lynn and the baby boys joined Chuck in Bavaria. That's kind of cool. So actually you could see how this, getting this text from this old obituary could be really helpful. So everything looks great here. Let me just highlight. So I think this is really promising. I actually think this will be fantastic for allowing people to search through an obituary collection and find the images. But now let me just show you one I did earlier. And let me just highlight what I think is probably the biggest weakness. So I think it's something we can overcome. So let me just basically open up this text right here. Let me see right here. Okay. So let me just open it up kind of side by side. Now, one thing I did want to illustrate on this is notice here that the photo, part of it's like, oops, let's go back to this one right here. Notice that part of the photo is like sideways. This is the one that comes first. This is the one that comes second. It's upside down. It actually didn't have any trouble with that. It actually got everything in the right order. But let me illustrate what the main problem was is right. We just noticed this because we were kind of reading through it together right here. Okay, so notice for many years she resided in Wenatchee. If you come over here, for many years she resided in Wenatchee, and for a short time she returned to Skagit County in 1958. Now come over here for many years. She resided in Wenatchee, returning to Skagit in 1968. She retired from her family farm in 1966 and moved to Manson in 1971. That part just got made up. Like it should be right around here in the text, and we that's one of the things about generative AI is it does generate new content. This wasn't the content we wanted it to create, so it just literally made up some new facts. And this probably wouldn't affect the key things we wanted, which would be the name, the death date, the birth date. It seemed to get all those right. It just like somehow like this little section right here on the left is having a bit of trouble, so it just made something up. And then, maybe we can think about prompts we could put in to make it not do that. But I said, like, so you can see here's my original prompt. It said, this is an obituary from newspaper. I would like you to extract the text from this image. And then down here, I said, hey, you made stuff up. Can you try to get it not make up anything? So maybe I need to find the right prompt to have it not hallucinate and create stuff that's not there. But I think overall, I give it, 9 stars, or 9 out of 10. I think this is a fantastic tool, and we're kind of excited to explore this possibility. And one of the things that we want to commit to as a lab is to maybe make some of these tools easier for groups to use so that they could access the API. Like if they were to get a Chat GPT 4 account, we can help them access the API so they can run a large collection of images through this really powerful tool. So we're really excited. I just wanted to kind of show you just how powerful this is. And then hopefully, like, it was helpful for you to see that it really is as simple as just dropping an image into ChatGPT 4. So literally just like dropping an image right there and just asking it to do something. Now notice here I am using ChatGPT 4. ChatGPT GPT 3.5 is the free version. Just right now, it doesn't handle, you can't input images. You can just input text. So you'd have to have the paid version. And we're going to be kind of exploring some of the pricing models for how to do this at scale. But I'm just really excited. Just thought it'd be fun to kind of show, some of the new advances in generative AI and some of the possibilities that we'll have for extracting text from images.